Hello and welcome back to my channel. Do you ever feel like you have monkey mind? That your thoughts are out of control and in fact that your thoughts are actually controlling you? Well, if you do, stick around because today I'm going to share with you how certain foods really do affect how you think, and in particular, one nutrient that you really want to stay away from if you're struggling with your thoughts being out of control, as well as some great ways to improve your mental capacity with very specific nutrients. So stick around. Now, if you're tired of chasing your annoying and painful symptoms around in circles with the same old therapies over and over, then make sure you ring the bell and subscribe so that you get notified every Tuesday when I send out another video which talks about exactly how to transform your health and your life with state-based healing. Now, your gut health affects not just your immunity, as I've talked about in my last video. If you haven't watched that, go back and watch that one. But, it's not really just all about immunity. How your digestive system is functioning also affects how you think and feel. And if you're not eating things that are absolutely essential to your particular biochemical makeup, your lifestyle, and individual needs, then your digestion is suffering. If you have heartburn or gastric upsets or any kind of pain or bloating or gas around food, or if you have nausea and indigestion and gas and bloating after you've eaten, then both of those indicate that you definitely do not have a healthy digestive system. And not only are you having physical symptoms, but those physical symptoms are affecting how you think. Let me explain. We all know somebody who's cranky all the time, who's just, always crusty and miserable, and they just are not happy. And this is often due to poor diet. And in fact, it's actually due to the fact that their liver and gallbladder are toxic and overloaded, and so they're not getting rid of the toxic stuff that they're still shoving in their face. And so they feel cranky and miserable. They feel toxic on the inside, which makes them think and feel toxic on the outside. We call these the liver pattern people. Do you know somebody like this in your life? If you do, make a comment below. All of the information that comes from your gut is fed up into your brain through the vagus nerve. Did you know that? How healthy your gut is determines how healthy your mind is. Basically, you really are what you eat, including the thoughts that you think and how it drives your life. So the more toxic the food that you're putting in your body, the more toxic your thoughts are going to be. Have you ever noticed when you go on a binge of eating bad, say you're away on holidays, because I know I kind of do this as well, when you're on holidays or when you're just away, or if, like right now, we're in seclusion and, I'm bored and I'm just going to start nibbling and eating, and then I get into this spiral of eating things maybe I shouldn't be. So if you eat lots of candy or crappy foods or over-processed stuff or bad fatty foods or alcohol, whatever it is, have you ever noticed when you go on a binge like that, that you afterwards, you kind of crash, when you come down, or when you try to clean up after that, that you actually feel worse initially? Have you ever noticed that? Here's the reason why. Because the main ingredient in most of those crappy things that we love to shove in our face is actually sugar. And that's the number one nutrient we need to be making sure that we avoid, because sugar is a stimulant. We all know this. It's, we always joke about this. However, sugar is actually almost harder to get off than crack. It really is a drug to our bodies, and that drug affects how we think in so many ways. Did you know that sugar is a negative calorie substance? And what I mean by that is when you eat anything that is full of crappy bad sugars, basically it depletes your body of other nutrients in order to digest and assimilate it. So this is why we often feel worse after we have a bout of lots of sugar. So my number one rule to improve not just your gut, but your overall health and wellness as well, and to improve that crazy monkey mind or foggy minded if you have a foggy mind, because that's from sugar as well. Eliminate all the crappy sugar from your diet. And I've done videos on that in the past, so make sure you go watch those ones. Number 2, start eating healthier, qualitative foods. Foods that give your body vital nutrients so that it feels more alive and energized and not depleted. Foods like lots of vegetables, especially green and leafy ones. Saute them, have them raw, steamed. All of these are great ways to get lots of different vegetables. And make sure your vegetables are a variety of different colors, and the darker the color, the more nutrient it actually has. Number 3 is eating a good high quality protein. And whether you're a vegetarian or a meat eater, it doesn't really matter. You need to get protein into your body, and vital proteins, because proteins are the building block of life. We all need amino acids, because tryptophan and tyrosine, which are really essential amino acids, are actually the precursors to certain neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine, which really are the hormones that we need to make us feel good and feel better and feel happy. And number 4 is eat more fats. I know we went through a whole era of fats were bad. Well, yes, certain fats are bad for you. You don't want polyunsaturated fats. You want good quality fats, because fats actually make you feel good. And fats, your endocrine system needs fats to make sure it processes properly. So when we deplete ourselves of fats, we make ourselves feel hungry more often, because fat makes you feel more satiated. So in other words, if you add fat to a meal, or after a meal, if you're still feeling hungry, get some good quality fats into you. Even a teaspoon of coconut oil, surprisingly, will stop your craving instantly. Try it out. And fat is a better quality energy. It's a nice, slow, steady burn of energy when you're feeding yourself fat for energy, as opposed to sugar. Because sugars is this, we know, high and low, high and low, high and low. So definitely you want to get off the roller coaster of sugar, and you want to give yourself a more stable, long-standing energy. Fats is your guy. Now remember, good fats, not the bad, crappy fats. Not like if you've gone out to eat crappy fast food, and we all have done this, and you know, notice how when you eat that fast food, it maybe tastes really good initially. However, do you notice that within like half an hour later, you start to feel hungry again? Wonder why that is? Well, basically because what you're doing is you're not really feeding yourself high quality nutrients. The food that comes from fast food restaurants, if it's like burgers and fries and all that, fast food restaurants are at least starting to get on the bandwagon and offering more salads and things, which is good. However, if you notice when you eat those bad, crappy carbs and the proteins with fillers and bad fats and so on, that you actually feel worse and you feel hungrier within a short period of time. Why? Because the quality and the nutrients are just not what your body requires. So, yep, it may taste good going down. However, in a short period of time, your body's going to go, well, but where's the nutrients? I need nutrients to keep functioning properly. So comment below, have you ever noticed certain foods that make you feel crappy? Have you ever taken the time to actually look at, that food really didn't sit well with me. It didn't make me feel well. And make note of what that food is. And if you eat it again, see if it does it again. If it does, then I'd highly suggest you don't eat it ever again. And last but certainly not least, is be aware that medication affects your digestive health. In fact, medication overloads your liver. Every single conventional drug, its job is to overload your liver to the point that it gives up trying to get rid of it so that it can do what it needs to do, like pain relief and so on. So be aware that if you're foggy-headed or you got a monkey mind or you're feeling kind of crappy and toxic and achy, then it could be coming from your medication. Now, I'm not saying get rid of your medication, because right now if you need it, well, you need it. If you want to learn how to maybe fix your health in a better way over the long run so that you don't maybe need those medications, then check out my links below. However, in the interim, to help your body while it's feeling overloaded from these toxins, make sure you utilize those other points. Eating clean, high quality nutrients is a really good way, as well as some of the suggestions I have in the last video on improving your digestion. As well, make sure you grab the link below to pick up my free report on the 2 biggest lies that we're fed about our digestive health, because you'll be really surprised. If you have any kind of digestive disturbance, you're going to want to read that report. As well, grab my digestive kit below and start really making some big changes in your digestive health overall so that you can clear up that monkey or foggy mind. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button below and subscribe and stick around and share this with any of your loved ones or friends who might be struggling with some digestive health issues. And for some more support and suggestions, make sure you check out these other 2 videos. They're all on digestive health, stress, and immunity, and ways that you can really make some qualitative changes in a simplistic way. What foods might be affecting your thoughts? Till next week, be authentic, be empowered, and own it completely.